little muggy out though here on Tartarus. Temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll notice the sun's gonna go down really shortly. But there's Blitz there with the first kill, first blood. Jim, what are you expecting from both of these teams on this map? This is a map that people don't really play that often, and we're starting to see a lot more with the NATL going on.
I think VeX is going to be fairly strong on this map if they run their kind of crazy offense. It's like it's a tough map already to defend on, and so it's going to be harder, I think, for Ego if they do that. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I've noticed with this map when I chase on it, it's I don't know the routes for the most part, so that's against me. And when people do come in, if they come in from this back route, I'm watching Tastyham right now coming in, and if they're able to get it, I don't see why not, because they were the whole Vex team was able to clear the stand just completely. And it looks like Quam's out as well with it, just not as healthy as Tastyham. But I was going to say, it's really hard to chase those routes if they have a decent speed. Here's Schwinn, though, able to catch up to Tastyham, trying to land some shots on him to finish him off, not being able to successfully do so. Quam over here, still, though, not that much health, getting chased by Gigabit. Gigabit's not really landing his chain shots at all. A little punt action over to Pliff. The flag is a little bouncier than normal, guys. David Bowie picking this up as Duck Range is putting a little pressure on him. Gigabit's on his tail, still trying to chase down the capper, not landing that Nitron. This might be the first cap going in favor of Egocentric. Gigabit's down, and there's the first cap, guys, in a matter of a minute and a half. Swing over to the Ego side already. I mean, I'm looking at the Shaz bucks. I'll give you the exact amount right now. Let's 440 Shaz bucks to 4,694 Shaz bucks, and that's against Ego.
I think maybe I jinxed Vex there. I don't know, that was a quick point for Ego, and well, gotta say I'm a little surprised on this map, but they are a strong team, so it's not completely unexpected. We'll have to see how it goes for them from here on, I guess.
Yeah, it didn't look like Quam was going to get that far. It didn't look too fast, and Gigabit was right on his tail, but it just didn't seem like the shots were landing. And Vex's defense was still standing for the most part. I guess they were more focused on getting their capper home, but that wasn't the case. I mean, they got the return on their end.
Yeah.
Dude, they got Tastyham way up here, and they had David Bowie. So yeah, David Bowie's out clean. That stand was completely clear. Let's see if Ego is able to clear out the stand. As Tastyham's about 5 seconds out. Quam is there on the stand trying to help him out. David Bowie's still 100%. Tastyham's nowhere to be seen. There he is. No one saw him coming in, so he's out. Not with that much health, but he's out nonetheless, and he's out quick. That's one of those unchaseable routes. David Bowie's still holding that flag. He has no health. He's now taken out, or he's at least, yeah, taken out by Hot Rod Reed. Cliff's trying to pick that up, but it's Alchemy to pick it up. Hot Rod Reed was trying to get the return, but he is now down. So this is going to be in Ego's hands as Blitz falls down. Nobody else from Vex over here. And it looks like the same situation over here. No Ego side, Ego people over here on the Vex side. So we are seeing the first standoff. Quam going into the base to just wait for the rest of his team, I believe. Or maybe not. He's just going to try to solo this and just completely gets denied. So teams are setting up for their standoff positions, getting ready to go offensive. And what do you think? Who do you think is going to win a standoff in this map? I
mean, I don't know. Normally I would expect Vex to win. I don't think Ego has the strongest standoff. Although after the start of this map, I'm really not sure that's the right prediction anymore. They do also, Ego has pretty much their starters in, which is not a usual occurrence, so they're definitely going to be stronger this game than they will be.
Nice mortar there by Tastyham, a long distance mortar, but NFS Schwinn is able to pick that up. Howard Ree was not there in time. He's in Pathfinder right now. If he was there like 3 seconds earlier, he probably could have got that return. It was just in the middle of nowhere almost. No one was there to pick that up immediately. Tastyham trying to move in. So is Duck Ranger and Blitz. There's a lot of pressure on the carrier here. A little pass by Schwinn, maybe a little preemptive as it bounces into Duck Range. Now it looks like Gigabit might be able to get this cap if Quam, Pliff, Lover, David Bowie's not able to do anything. There's a lot of people here. I think the stand's open enough for Pliff to get an IC grab. No, he's not going to get that. It's going to be Quam to grab it. He's in full health, but he's going to get killed really quickly. There's a kill. There's going to be a time return with Gigabit with the cap. Lover is not able to get an E-grab or a kill on the carrier. So now it's 1-1. Pretty quick on the caps here. And I'm a bit surprised to see people cap this early and to see it tied. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a landslide win for either team. It's safe to say that now, I guess. But this map, I really don't have a lot of expectations for teams to get away with the flag that often. I think it's going to be a lot of D focus. But when you do get out, I think you have a lot of potential of making that cap.
I think normally you would expect it to maybe be a bit more D focused, but both But like, if Vex continues to run their heavy offense strategy, then I don't think Ego's gonna have much trouble with the double capper going up opposite sides of the map. That's how they're getting the flag out, because the sniper cannot deal with both of them. And I think if they continue that, and Vex continues their weak defense, then they might stand a chance. But it looks like Bullet's staying behind, at least for now. So perhaps they've decided to go 3D. He's actually going Technician. He's put a Technician turret down now. That's interesting to see.
Well, they're gonna have to do something here. Lover's the only one in sight to make anything happen here. Schwinn's too far behind to catch up, and the Lover's the only one again trying to do something, but he's down. And there's the cap by Tastyham. So, you know, I should rephrase that, and I think I was wrong. I was rambling with the wrong thing. And I said it at the end, where when you do grab the flag, it's really hard to chase that, and you're gonna get home with it. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised with caps already on the board, but I guess I'm surprised to see it's 1-1 right now, or 2-1 now. But you know, when I did mention it was 1-1, I think it's just gonna keep going back and forth. Now that I think about it, I was talking off my ass, trying to fill dead space.
Vex kind of really had a pretty smart play there. I guess they knew Qualm was on a route, so instead of sending their offense out right away, they had about 6 or 7 people on D when he came in to try and cowboy, and he like did a decent job of self-clearing with the soldier grenades, but couldn't quite get them all and was taken out. So no luck there, but I think a smart decision by Vex just to be safe and keep everyone home when they're up by 1 point, you know.
So it looks like Vex really changed their game plan. I see now Gigabit over here on offense. Tastyham coming in for a route. I think HiRezAPC is also doing a route. I saw him like about 10 seconds behind Tastyham. Tastyham trying to come in, and it looked like he didn't have much offense by the time I saw he was like 10 seconds out. So he was denied for the cap. HiRezAPC over here, I guess he wasn't for a cap. He's setting up back here. Maybe he's going to drop an inventory station to get a different loadout. But I'm really confused what's going on here. Looking over on the Vex side, I see Lover still flirting around this flag stand. That turret that you mentioned is up, and it looks like they are destacking here. Blitz still has Technician. So I guess at first they're going to try to throw a little offense, and then Blitz is like, all right, let's go back to... they probably had this plan. Let's go back to focusing more on defense.
It's weird, though, to see them running a Technician turret without a Technician without a Doombringer, because you'd think you'd want to take advantage of the force field.
Yeah, I agree.
But, you know, they are going to continue with that strategy. Bullets does have those turrets that maybe they think that's a good strategy for this map. I don't know if they've tried it before or what, but I've never seen Vex do it before, so... It's
not a map people play every day. Again, Alchemy here is in Juggernaut. I see he likes to play that position. His heavy on flag with Juggernaut instead of like a typical Doombringer. And I don't know how successful that is. Maybe that last run was successful, but that was the only successful block he's got so far. And let's see again as Tastyham's coming in again by himself. This offense really isn't coordinating well. They're not really throwing many people out. HiRezAPC again back here in Pathfinder. Maybe he is trying to do double cap, but he's not doing anything useful at all. Like, look at him try to grab it. He's coming in slow, awkward. He's able to grab it off with his feet. He does have reach on by helping him to do that, but now the flag's out of his hands. But there's a quick grab over here by I think David Bowie, and he's able to get a punt off. Maybe who was that grabbed that? The flag is though on the Ego side. He might be able to get that. Duck Ranger really close to getting that grab. The return at least, and Alchemy is able to pick that up. Blitz here. He is in Technician still, but he has the flag with 60 health left. No one left to chase him down, so if somebody respawns or catch up to him, make sure we're going to see a pass. And Alchemy over here still has the flag. Tastyham trying to land some shots on him, not getting any much damage done, and he still has full health. He might be able to land a Nitron here if someone picks it up. Doesn't look like he has any Nitrons left because he does not throw any. Trying to land some bolts against 5 different people, and he is now shut down. So standoff number 2. And, well, the first standoff was won by Vex. Let's see if they can do another one.
Yeah, I think Vex definitely has the advantage coming to standoffs. That is kind of a large portion of their strategy, I think. So just get in a standoff and win it, so... Kind of weird strategies by both teams right now.
I completely agree. It's really hard to keep up with what these teams are doing. They're switching off their strategies right from the beginning. But I think that we're going to start seeing things settle down when they're starting to feel out, all right, you know, you don't see a lot of teams switching back and forth all throughout map. It's usually like you try something at first and you change immediately, and I'm not surprised with Blitz being on this team. He likes to throw a couple offhand plays in the beginning and then you switch back to something more steady. Or the other time you switch your plays is when you're unsure what's going on. Flag's getting dropped around over here on the Ego side, but no one's here right now to get any kind of return. Hot Rod Ryu trying to back off and wait for Duck Ranger and kick a bit, get ready for the offensive push. The flag's down over here. HiRezAPC dropped the flag. Flag is returned over here. It was David Bowie that got that return, and an instant E-grab by Duck Ranger. So maybe it was a good thing they weren't ready to do that push because they were able to get that E-grab, and he looks like he's going to get out unless he gets sniped. But that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case, so it's going to be right back to the stand-up position. Hot Rod Ryu and Kickabit over here trying to get the flag out of Alchemy's hand. Alchemy is shot and he's hurt. Getting chained down by Kickabit. Kickabit's getting chained down himself. He has 3 versus 1. Flag is out, pass over to Schwinn. Nice little pass. And Kickabit's probably going to die shortly as Schwinn is going to hold on to that flag a little longer. Hot Rod Ryu now getting his regen, so now he's going to take a couple shots on Schwinn. Flag is again dropped around the backside and returned again by one of the Ego members, so now Ego's going to have to crash. Schwinn does not have much health, so any little chain work will get him down. But there's everyone from the Ego side to help protect that flag. Tasty trying to crash to get that E-grab, but nope. There it is, guys, a second cap for Egocentric. We're 2-2 with 13 minutes and 40 seconds left. Jim, tell me what's going on here.
Very impressive play. That was a nice return by Pliff. Kind of saved, or secured them the point. I guess it didn't really save the day there. And it's nice to see Ego kind of winning some of those standoffs, because I remember a couple months ago, I used to cast a lot of Ego's games, and they were one of the worst teams on standoffs, and it looks like they've been practicing a lot. They're very impressive standing up to a team like VeX on that, so it's nice to see.
I'm seeing VeX kind of struggle on their offensive ends, like both standoffs and coordinating when Tasty Ham's coming in. We saw the last few pushes, it was more like a cowboy cap. And, last one was Hot Rod Ryu trying to grab it with a slow route. He was able to get out, though, and he got Nitron. Right now, I'm looking at Tasty Ham's still about 10 seconds out. He's not going very fast like he usually is. He's going, okay, maybe 250. But now we're starting to see some coordinated offense. Kick a bit. Hydroxide there's, they clear it out. Tasty Ham is out. Nitrons were missed. David Bowie, though, this seems like the Egocentric team does have a very nice offense. They got the flag off each time they want to. Hot Rod Ryu's in the middle of the field to get the nice bolt shot and finish him off, and the return. So it's up to Lover to get this E-grab, or I believe there's someone over here to help kill Tasty Ham, but he's now down. So Lover, you need to do something here. You can't rely on that. Bad play by Lover. He could have easily went to the flag stand. No one was there. He could have got the E-grab at the very least to help his team crash. But it seemed like he was just going for maybe a Miracle Sonic Punch or a Miracle MA. That was not a smart move, and there's the third cap for VeX. 3-2, guys. In favor of the red team.
Yeah, both teams kind of pretty even. It's really weird, actually. I don't know if it's the map or what. Although, I think they have taken off the turret, or the technician. VeX is actually down by a player. Which is,
and that's Blitz, the technician.
Blitz. So that explains where their turrets went. It looked like he was going offense too, so they're kind of like leaving the turrets and getting kind of like 2.5 players on D, I guess, if you count the turrets as a half player, and then moving, and then having Blitz move out. It's really, really weird, and I'm not sure, like, I assume what's going on there is Blitz kind of thought of the strategy. They haven't tried it a whole lot. They figure, hey, why not? Let's give it a go,
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
If you feel like you can be as effective in that technician role at clearing the stand, why not leave the turrets at home and then go clear the stand at tech? It does, like, it makes sense,
Hydroxide in the meantime tried to grab the flag, did not get out very far. They're actually going to babysit the flag out here in the middle of the field. It didn't look like they got many blue team members down to get a cap out or get a nice grab out, so that's probably why the flag ended up there. Looking on the VeX side, it looks like they're keeping back 3 people right now. Hydroxide's pushing forward now. I'm looking at Gigabit. He is in Pathfinder, so maybe he's going to start doing some cap routes. Looks like that's what it looks like he's doing, yeah. So it looks like they're now switching Gigabit from first chase, then distract. Now he's filling in the third role, which Gigabit's good for this. He's going for cap. And Tasty Ham's like 20 seconds ahead of him, going in for a cowboy cap. So maybe they're banking on some kind of chain cap. But the snipes are coming in for Tasty Ham. 4 people on the stands against him. But with one nade, he's soldier capping, guys. With one nade, he's able to clear most of the people, squeeze by the last person on the stand, able to get out, but he didn't get sniped out, and the flag gets returned. So a nice attempt at a cowboy cap. But here's Kigabit, as I was mentioning 20 seconds ago. as Hydroxide's there to help them. I don't think they're expecting this cap, so they probably think, oh, we got a few seconds for Tasty Ham to come in. David Bowie does see him come in, and the snipes do now come in, so they call him last second. Gigabit is out, but he is now down. Flag is midfield, just about the midfield mark. And I was about to mention, Lover is usually the one in the strike. And so even though he made that bad call to not prevent that cap, I was like, I bet we're going to see him in the strike where he really does show his moves. And that's what we're seeing right now with the strike circling around the enemy base. And a attempt to pick up the flag over on the Vex side, but no cigar.
Yeah, he's got to be careful there. He just took a lot of his health and damage, flew pretty much into the entire Vex team. So I think he's going to go back and maybe repair or just chill out for a while before he goes in. I haven't paid much attention to Ego's defense this game. It does kind of look like they're running a normal strategy with 3 players at home. Although I have noticed Xanther like heading out very, very far to the left side. And I think maybe that's just because he can kill someone for sure out there, you know? So. Yeah,
I'm confused with what Vex is really trying to pull off here. Like, they have 4 people going offense, at least 4 people. Tomasar's in for blitz, by the way, guys. So I'm seeing a new name on the field. But they have like 4 offense. They're really pushing. HiRezAPC is gonna try to get a grab there. No, he with the flag return there, he's just gonna K out and miss it. Gigabit was getting sniped as he was trying to do a cap route, but he then is like, all right, I'm getting sniped, they see me, I'm just going to wait for Tasty Ham to come in. I just saw Tasty Ham start his route about 10 seconds ago, so we'll be seeing him coming in about 10 seconds on the flag stand. And now Gigabit's in heavy trying to do a distract. So now it looks like they have something down. Tomasar and Gigabit are trying to crash as 10 seconds out is Mr. Tasty Ham. Over here on the Vex side, I don't really see anybody but the Shrike that is getting repaired at the moment. And that's about it.
It had 4 saber launcher missiles on it at one point. I don't think he got hit by a single one though. I think that's Tomasar spawned in there.
And there's a grab by Tasty Ham. No clear though. Like now you see 5 people on the stand. Quam's just now suiciding because I know that now's the time to do it. No one's here on the offensive push, and this offense doesn't seem to get the clears that they need. It's like HiRezAPC comes in like we see right now by himself, or now he's suiciding. Like I just don't understand what they're doing on the offensive end. It's not like they're trying to rely on like a 5D2 offense push. They have a full-out offense with Tasty Ham right now in the back trying to come in into a route, and there's no one there to clear it. So can you explain this for me?
Tasty Ham coming in by, I don't know, like Vex is just, they don't seem to have the best timing. But like,
but dude, Tasty Ham was not spotted at all, and he was able to grab that. And maybe that's what they're relying on, is to do these cowboy caps and rely on coming home with the flag safely. But with that being said, you see Lover with the flag, and that must mean he had a strike grab. He jumped out of the vehicle, gained some momentum from the vehicle, and able to get out pretty quickly. And now we're right into a standoff position. So this is just a really different kind of game that we saw from the very beginning, where we saw a lot of offensive clear, a nice organized O from Vex, but now they're relying on Tasty Ham with his fast routes. Tasty Ham is known in this game for knowing routes in every map and different routes, not just running the same ones. So here we are, guys, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. The red team's up by 1. It's 3-2. The flags are in both teams' hands, so that's what we call a standoff. And Xanther and Quam are pushing in on Gigabit, who have 2 other people over here. They have a scrambler pack, so they can detect any enemies in the area, even if he's cloaked. Blitz over here by himself against 3 guys, trying to land some mortar shots. David Bowie's going to put a little pressure onto him to make sure he doesn't land a good shot. Blitz able to land a nice mortar, though, to take the Alchemy down to 305 health. He's going to pass off the Schwinn, nice little pass. But nobody else to help Blitz out. Now Tasty Ham and Hot Rod come in to get some kind of clear. So now over here, I'm looking on the Vex side, the red team side, there's 3 versus 2. Some Mervs by Quam. Xanther coming in, trying to get a couple shots. Actually, it's 3v3. I didn't see the other guy in Scrambler. So 3v3, see if anybody can do anything over here. Schwinn drops a flag over here. This might be a return by Hot Rod Reed. No, he's taken up by Schwinn, so that flag's going to go into Alchemy's hand. The flag gets picked up by Immune as it was taken down. As the flag carrier was originally taken down, so now it looks like everybody's safe on their side of the field. Tasty Ham still alive. He's K'ing out. So guys, nice offensive push, but that's just a waste of time, as Ego needs to get something done in the matter of 5 minutes before they might look at their first loss of the night.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm a little distracted trying to keep track of rules and everything, but I mean, I don't really know. This entire map has just seemed like not to make a whole lot of sense. Vex has this really weird kind of offense on it, which is not like their usual, you know, 5 people going in at the same time really hard. But I mean, it's working. They're winning, so I don't know. Maybe they're just trying new things.
It could be very, very well it. But over here, I see a lot of red people around the blue people here. Ego seems to be under a little pressure, but Tasty Ham's taken out by that turret. So the gen is up on Ego's side, so those turrets are going to help him on this. HiRezAPC and Blitz are still alive. HiRezAPC's going to try to get some Nitron on him. He might be out of Nitrons. No, he tries to throw one, he misses it. Now he's taken down by Schwinn. Flag is dropped over here on the red team side, and the flag has been returned. So now they just have to get to the flag to convert this point to make it a tie game. Tasty Ham's trying to get the cap, or the E-grab, and there's the cap by Ego Alchemy. He brings their team up even 3-3. And we now have ourselves a game with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
do you think they're going to change up their strats at all? Do you think Ego might put more people on defense?
I mean, they're running they're running 3D, 2 cappers, and 2 offense, I believe. That's what it appears to be most of the time, which I think is the best strategy for them on this map. I mean, both of the snipers are camping pretty hardcore the one side of the map, and I'm assuming as a result their chasers are on the other side, so I mean, the only way around that really is a dual capper, although actually Immune is pushing up way on the right, just as I say that. He's past midfield on the one side of the map, and he kind of roams around, which, I mean, if someone on the team ran a route on the opposite side of the map, on Ego, I don't think they would spot him at all. So that
yeah, so I think what was going on was Immune was trying to look for their capper. He pushed all the way to the left side, and he then K'd out. He's going to take that 10-second penalty for being a sniper, and you know, find out that there's no capper on the left, which is smart because we look over here on the right side and it's Quam capping. So you're going to probably see Immune focus more on the right side, which I do see him doing that now that I look at him. The Vex stand is under a little bit of pressure, but that was easily taken out. So Quam's going to be coming in by himself. Immune still doesn't see him. Now they start to see him. Shots land. Quam does get the grab, but instantly Nitron on the stand. Looking on the Ego side, I don't see any pressure going on. I don't even see Tasty Ham or any cap for that matter coming in. So it looks like it is going to be a slower game right now, as both teams are playing it safe. They want to take it easy. They want to make sure their flag stays home and not be forced into... they want to force the game into overtime at the very least. Unless their team gets a fight, then they're going to try to D up. But that's, you're going to see Blitz over here playing it a little safe, trying to just launch some mortars on the top of the middle field here. Gigabit's pushing in a little bit and heavy as well, trying to take down the sniper, trying to take some shots as well on the stand with some mortars. And now Tasty Ham's about to come in, getting his regen. I don't think they see him. Yes, they do see him actually. Xanther over here and Sniper takes him out. We see our first strike on the Vex side. And is it HiRezAPC that's going to try to come in for a grab? Never mind that. He's actually rammed down by Lover. So both teams have their strikes out. We might see a strike grab. That's where I think the strike's going to be played for Vex. As you look right now, he's coming in from the back, faking that strike grab. Alchemy over here is a little worried, you can tell, because he doesn't have much health. They don't want that to happen. Meanwhile, David Bowie stopped on the stand. He has the flag still. He's going to try to punt it forward as Duck Ranger's on his tail. So this looks like it's going to go right back to Vex's hands. Lover over here circling his own base, trying to make sure the strike doesn't do anything funny. But I would not be surprised. Ooh, nice shot by Hydroxide in the strike, taking out the other strike. So this is when he probably try to do a strike grab or try to distract for Tasty Ham. That's what they were trying to do. And they distracted me doing that. Tasty Ham coming in from a right to left, now going forward. And this is when you're going to see the whole blue team march forward. If the red team is able to cap this, they're going to take this first map most likely, as there's only 1 minute left. It's going to be really hard to convert another point. The only person that's able to do so, get a shot on the cap would be Pliff, but he got rammed by that striker. There it is, guys. 1 minute left. It is 4-3. Quam trying to get the grab here. He's out left to right. The strike is going to be on his tail in no time, and the snipe shots are landing on Quam. So if he can get a little escort from his team, that looks like it's going to be going on. I'm going to be proven wrong here. 43 seconds left. They need to get this point, or at least hold on to the flag. The strike is trying to put some shots on the carrier. A little pass off to David Bowie. Xanther takes out Duck Ranger. He's trying to oppose the flag carrier. And now we're starting to see a little turn of tables here, guys. The blue team now trying to get the cap. HiRezAPC might be able to get this return. No, he dies down. Quam trying to get that pickup. He died. Pickup, or the return by Hydroxide. 20 seconds left, guys. This is when we could probably say GG. First map goes to Vex. Blitz over here on the red team, picking up the flag, just holding on to it, just because he can. 10 seconds left. Ego needs to do something here, some kind of miracle. to at least force overtime. And
David Bowie,
I don't know, man.
No, he's going to be too late here on that crash. 4-3, very close game though.
That was close, and you know, when I said 1 minute left, it's going to be really hard to come back. They instantly threw it in my face. Quam coming in from the left to right, and he made it all the way back to the base, but the Vex crash was too much for them. Vex takes the first map, 4-3. Let's look at the scores real quick. Hydroxide taking the first spot on the team with the most points, but the most kills was by Immune, their sniper, which I'm not surprised. And then looking on Diamond Sword, Ego, their top fragger, being the sniper as well. So you see a very dominant map for the snipers. Well played by both. Look at the top speed by Tastyham, though. 375. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. There are very few maps you can go that fast on. But
and if there's anybody to really expect to do that, that's Tastyham.
Yeah, Tastyham, kind of a very, very talented capper, just fairly recent too, if I recall correctly. That he's been around and really impressing people with what he can do.
Yeah, I mean he's been known for his capping. I'd say a good few months now. But he even said when he was on Beyond the Blue Plate today, saying that, yeah, I wasn't around when there was whitelisting or the dead stop pickups, and you know that might be gibberish to some of you guys as well. But that was like closed beta tribes that you still see closed beta players playing right now. I mean, Egocentric is a closed beta team.
Yep.
So is VeX, if I remember correctly. I mean, they have different players, but they're still established teams. But you know, you see new players like Tastyham coming in and taking the spotlight. You don't see cappers like him every day. And are we actually playing Catabatic? Is this the next map?
Catabatic is the next map. It's also the best map in Tribes.
So you guys are in for a real treat here. As we're stroking Tastyham right now, let's continue to say that this is one of his better maps. And you're going to see a variety of routes, and you know, probably a top speed of 375 plus again. But don't put it behind Egocentric on probably running a double cap or you know, getting a nice coordinated offense to really put this game into a I would say a few standoffs in a close game. I'm not just saying that because I want to be like, oh, let's, you know, what was it? What was his name? Doc Matrix trying to call out Hellamar for always being like, oh, it's going to be a close game every time. But this is where I think it's still safe to say it's going to be another close game.
Hellamar's just like, Hellamar's just getting people pumped for it, you know? He's
yeah,
like,
he doesn't want to be spoilers.
Game. It's going to be, you know, it's no fun to say, oh, it's going to be a shutout. And I mean, if you go by the bets for this game, and I mean, we don't know how Kata or Bella is going to go, but if you go by the bets for this game, this was pretty much like Vex in a landslide, right? And that, at least the first map did not go that way. So, I mean, definitely not able to always predict a map that closely, or a match that closely, so.
No, and, you know, you and I were proven wrong a few times last map when we were expecting one thing and just the opposite happens. Maybe we're just bad casters, or maybe they're just surprising the hell out of everyone. Yeah. Either way, it still adds to excitement. People can either make fun of us or they get excited for what happens. 20 seconds before we go live, guys.
APC. I guess so. More people get excited.
All right, we'll get real excited. Looks like Vex is missing a player again. It's not Blitz this time, but it is somebody.
I'm trying to pick out who it is.
All right, well, nonetheless,
but I don't know.
We're going live, nonetheless. We are now live. 25 seconds have been put onto the clock, guys. The blue team is Egocentric. If you hear me call them Egocentric, just know it's the blue team. You'll see it next to the names for the most part. And on the red side, you have Vexillifer. Vexillifer won the first map 4-3. We are playing 3 maps tonight, so this is the second one. Catabatic. Temperatures are really cold. 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It's looked like it might snow in a little bit, so let's get this game out of the way.
Let's get the game out of the way. No, APC. Come on.
Well, we need to, before it starts snowing, we need to get this out of the way. We gotta get these games done. We got 25 minutes. All right. Anyway, Tastyham's just now leading his side of the map, and that just sets him up for these fast routes. So we'll see him coming in soon. Whereas on the Ego side, we see 4 people on defense. I'm looking for their offense. I'm at the Vex stand right now, and it's completely empty. Not a single soul over here. You see pretty much everybody on the Ego side. Just so much carnage going on. I can't keep up with this. So that stand is clear. I don't even see Tastyham right now. It's going to be Guitar Guy, who looks like coming in at the last second to play for Vex, able to grab the flag, but he was not out fast. He was just grabbing it because the flag was clear. But it looked like Ego guys were able to spawn on the flag, get the kill, and they're just going to keep it out there for now. There's what I'm saying, where Vex likes to start off with some random plays, like, alright, let's just start.
I think what they did there was they had both Immune and Duck Ranger go out either side, because Duck Ranger came back to the stand. He never went fully on offense. And I would assume Immune was doing the same thing. I think they may have spread out, try to get a kill on the cappers while they're low, and then, you know, come back to the stand if they need to. I believe that was the strategy there.
I'm not against that call. I mean, if you're gonna do it, the first route is that. Look at Tasty and Gigabit. Oh, David Bowie getting a body block on Gigabit from that background, which also allows them to see this background coming in. But that doesn't matter because right there, Guitar Guy is clearing the stand, and Tasty Ham is OUT out. Going out clean, getting some chain shots on him, almost a MA by Lover, but not enough. Vertical there, he's going to try to get a shot on him or try to get a grab. No, he's not going to go for the grab, he's going for the kill, and he does not get it. There's the first cap by Tasty Ham. Blitz immediately grabbing the flag, and he is out fast too. So it looks like they're running 3 offensive cappers there. Of course, it's offensive. And he is already home with 128 health. A quick grab over here by Egocentric, but that flag is now down. Gigabit's going to get that return, so this is going to be a time return. Somebody should take this from Blitz. Blitz tries to pass it off to Immune. Flag bounces over Immune's head. This might not be good as David Bowie is coming in for the shots. The flag's going to bounce around a little bit. Immune gets a little pushed away from David Bowie's shot, but Guitar Guy's able to pick it up. This is going to be the second point. Quick grab by Blitz is what's making this cap happen. So 2 caps, and what we saw there before, I wish we had the instant replay. Tasty and Gigabit were coming in like 1 second after another from that back left to front route, pretty much. And David Bowie was expecting this, saw it, and body blocked Gigabit and called out Tasty Ham. Though no one was on the stand to stop Tasty Ham, it was nicely done by David Bowie. Alchemy was just getting distracted by Guitar Guys, so he wasn't able to do anything about it. Well done, Vex, for a nice coordinated offense. That's the Vex I know. I didn't see much of that on Tartarus.
That is what we're used to seeing, and they're doing this again, actually, where they're spreading out. No one's on the Vex stand. Immune is relatively nearby on one of the spawn hills. Duck Ranger is, like, running a route, I think. Duck Ranger's running a route,
Guitar Guy's running a route, even.
They have
this 4 cappers, 5 cappers if you include Blitz, who just grabbed the flag. So they're running 5 cappers here on Kata. David Bowie coming in from the left side. Quam coming in from the right side for Egocentric. Duck Ranger's over here trying to hold down the fort himself. Gigabit is now coming in. He looks like he respawned in the middle of his route. So did Guitar Guy and Tasty Ham. So they're like, alright, Blitz is coming home safely. We're going to respawn and help defend the flag. That's their plan. But though there's Quam, they're not able to. Vex was not able to hold down the fort when they had 5 people standing there on defense. Quam's just trying to buy some time to let Schwinn maybe get a shot or 2 on Blitz. But Blitz knows he's safe. They know they're going to get Quam down, so Blitz is marching his way home. Oh, I think there was supposed to be a pass to Guitar Guy, a failed pass, but he now has it, so they safely in the hands of Vex. Xanther's trying to float above the flag stand to deny this flag cap, but there's the time return, 3-0 in favor of Vex. So I think you saw what I saw, JimChrist, and I'll let you tell the fans what happened. What do you think Vex is trying to pull off here?
I think the plan here is send a bunch of cappers and then have them stop and clear. That's my guess. It's weird. Don't see it. Never seen it before. I mean, right now, Gigabit, it looks like the only person who's not really running a route.
It looks like we're going to pretty much see
maybe
it again.
Hydroxide as well, yeah. So it looks like they have a bit of players coming in to clear, but then they're just focusing on having all these, like, cappers running in. So if one gets stopped, well, you know, the next 2 and then 3 come in, you know? You got the flag most likely by then.
So, and then when someone does say in communication, voice communication is very important in this game, and you say, hey guys, I'm coming home clean, then the rest of the cappers K out, they respawn, they kill themselves, and they go back to their stand. Here's Blitz coming in from a route, and he is out clean, so you probably see Guitar Guy, who's in the middle of a really high, fast route, probably going to suicide soon to help his flag carrier. Blitz is getting chained out, so maybe they're just going to rely on the chain grab. Flag is punted by Blitz forward, right into Gigabit's hands. Nice pickup there. Guitar Guy was ready to do some kind of chain grab, but he is now just going to head home to help him out. Was that a inventory kill?
That was.
By Schwinn on the flag carrier?
Sure.
That was an inventory station dropping from the sky on top of the flag carrier by Schwinn. That was the play of the week, if not the whole goddamn league. Holy cow. That's the game right there.
This is
Duck
fun,
Ranger even said we forfeit.
Both teams obviously laughing at that, having a lot of fun even though the flag got returned, so that's nice to see. I don't know if that was like, was he trying to do that?
I think he
I don't
was.
even know.
Why else
I
would you
don't
put an
even
inventory
know.
station there?
Yeah, but it's such a weird thing to do.
I don't even care about this game anymore. I saw what I wanted to see. I saw the most esports thing I've ever saw.
You know, that's the second inventory station kill we've seen in the NATL.
But on a flag carrier like that in the middle of the field?
No,
Anyways, let's just get back into the game. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure. Tastyham coming in really high, with Blitz not getting as high. But he is right behind Tastyham. They're both coming in at the same exact time. Kigabit's trying to do a clear. Tastyham looked like he messed up his route. Blitz gets the flag. He gets it, gets it instantly returned. And there's Guitar Guy, who is running a route as well at the same exact time, maybe a little 3 seconds back. But that allowed them to get the flag off the stand, and now he's coming home safely. Meanwhile, I'm focusing too much on this Vex offense, too much excitement, as David Bowie gets taken out by Blitz, who grabbed that flag earlier, and gets that kill on him. Blitz trying to get that flag back home, but not getting too far, as Quam and Lovers helping out their flag carrier Alchemy to get this back home. And you see Hydroxide crashing his Shrike into, I think, one of those ice, I don't know what you want to call them, ice pillars, rocks. Spiky rocks. We'll call them the spiky rock.
Spiky rocks. Okay, very technical. I see.
Very technical. You got a better name for me, Jim?
I usually call them ribs.
We'll call them ribs.
That's mainly the curvy ones coming up out of the ground, you know.
But that's very technical too.
Yeah, totally technical.
Alright, so this is gonna be the first standoff we see. Let's see what team has the better standoff team for this map. Every map plays differently with standoffs, and Catabatics usually holds some epic standoffs, some long ones, some cool sonic punches, a whole variety of standoffs, if you will. Guitar Guy, go ahead.
Are you looking at this hill Vex is holding the flag on? I
Not your
do
everyday
not
hill.
remember the last time I saw this. But, yeah, and they don't have their base turret up anymore. It was up at the start, but they don't have it anymore. I'm not sure why they've chosen this hill.
Stalagmites. There you go. I like that. That's what they are. Not stalactites, because those come from the ceiling.
Yeah, there
yes,
you go.
Stalagmites. But those are in caves, I thought, not outside.
Well, generally,
Alright.
yeah.
I don't even give a crap. I'm going to call them ribs. I'm going to call them rocks, whatever I want to call them. Yeah, so we haven't seen anything ordinary from Vex, and are we really surprised? I mean, Vex is the first team to really run the O stack to really counter what everyone hated about the D stack. But Kigabit's under a little pressure, but it doesn't look like Vertical or David Bowie are able to get a couple shots, or not able to get a couple shots on him. A few chain shots over here by Vertical. He's backing off a little bit, letting Quam get into position, waiting for the next offensive push. Hydroxide and Duck Range over here on Vex trying to crash on, and Guitar Guy on the blue team's flag carrier. And then here's Blitz as well, trying to throw a couple shots in. He's trying to throw blackout grenades, trying to tease him or mess him up as Duck Ranger, Guitar Guy, and Hydroxide come in. Nice little pass to Schwinn, but not enough as Schwinn gets chained out, mowed down. Hydroxide with the return, and Kigabit's going to get this easy cap unless Quam will do something. No. So there's the fourth cap. Nicely done by Vex again on the standoff. So there's... This is really their map, and I can't say I'm really surprised in how well Vex is playing. I'm just surprised on Ego not able to get the flag home as much, especially with them playing with the opposing team playing as many offenses as they are.
I am definitely surprised after how we saw them play on Tartarus to see Vex go 4-0 so far, and that is but Vex is running a different strategy on this map, and it's weird, and I don't think most people expect it. I mean, like, you know, you can have the best Hoff in the game, but when he's got 3 cappers coming in like 5 seconds from all different directions, there's no way he can stop them all.
But the downfall is that you have less people to clear the stand, so you need to have a 3 tandem cap coming at the same time, or cappers that can really clear the stand by themselves. Let's see if Gigabit is one of those cappers. We're putting you on the spotlight right now, Gigabit. Coming in from a back row, he has 3 people on the stand. He's immediately spotted. But look at that, Shane and Snipes on him, and he is still out, clearing the stand. He only has 86 health, so he's going to elect to punt it forward, but that's all he really needs to do. So yes, when you have players that can clear a stand, when you're confident that you can get by a flag stand, go ahead, go for the cowboy cap. But there was Schwinn coming in for the return, coming in fast.
Well, I think it's interesting. You know, we took out proximity grenades because of people used to do exactly what Hydroxide or Gigabit did just there with the, I'm assuming, the game tells me he's using Frag Grenade XL. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I mean, he's doing the same thing, and it's definitely harder to do, but it's the same type of deal where he's throwing 2 grenades and then disking, and all he has to do is get the impulse from those grenades to knock the Hoff out of the way, and he's got the flag, you know? And then it's on the Chaser, and if the Chaser can't land those Nitrons, then they're going to get out. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think he should have got out there. Like, I think a defense should have been able to stop that, and that's kind of a mistake on Ego's part, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think you got to play defense a little different. You can't cluster the flag like that, especially with them, you know, clearing the stand like that. Here's Tastyham coming in from his famous, basically top to front route. He just drops onto the flag stand and just, you know, uses safe fall to minimize the damage and just leave out front. There's Quam, though, from his back left route, and coming out pretty successful with his blitz, trying to chase this. Getting some shots on him, now chaining him out, but Quam is pretty much home. I think he's going to hold on to this, and Alchemy's going to get this time returned. Oh, chained by Guitar Guy, denying that cap instantly, but Vertical's there to get the pickup right off the ground. Vertical, not enough energy to get the flag up to the stand. Passes the flag up, but does not get that up to the stand. Tastyham might get the return, no, he's taken down. HiRezAPC now trying to bounce that flag around enough to buy some time for his team. Lover with no health, but able to convert that into the first point for the blue team. That's Egocentric, 4-1 now, guys. 12 minutes and 26 seconds left. What we're starting to see now with VeX is them starting to play a little more defense. So they're really trying to change things up, just really confuse the team. Now I see Blitz going for a cap route. I just saw him in Doombringer last push. Now he's going forward in offense, so I think they're going back with what was very successful for them, which is a 5-man cap team. I see Duck Ranger, Blitz, Guitar Guy, and Tastyham. So a 4-man cap team with a Shrek going on offense and Kigabit playing midfield. So the flag stand is wide open for Quam, who's coming in about 10 seconds. Lover's looking to clear the stand, but he just now realizes, like, oh, there's nobody here. Guitar Guy with a pickup and instantly dropped. Duck Ranger, the only one falling back on defense as Quam is out 100%. He's running right into Kigabit, though. Kigabit was hiding up on this hill, and now he's I don't know what happened. No, he's clearing. It's Immune who's up here, and Sniper trying to land some shots. He's not getting anything on him. Tastyham's trying to drop on this flag. A time return by Ego, but there's the kill by, was it David Bowie? David Bowie kills his own flag carrier, and this looks like this might be a return for Team VeX, and there it is. There's a lot of people crashing on that flag, so shame on David Bowie to stop his flag carrier for getting that. Though I think there was enough people there to deny that cap as well. There's no way to be sure.
Yeah,
so
you know,
the flag's back home.
I mean, it is unfortunate when someone kills their teammate. It happens every once in a while. Happens more often than I think most people watching notice, because you don't always see it in the chaos that's going on, but yeah, it is unfortunate.
Now, I'm looking at this from a spectator point of view, of course, and if I was Ego, knowing what I know right now, I would basically have a Pathfinder sitting in their base and have someone who, like Lover, who's standing in the middle of the field, just look like, okay, they all left for their cap routes, grab the flag. And I would just llama the flag home. You don't have to run routes with what they're doing. Blitz coming in for the first route. He misses, or he just doesn't go for the flag. Tastyham's now coming in with HiRezAPC. Blitz staying back to distract, and HiRezAPC here. Tastyham comes in, and now he is out. But Quam was no problem, as you expect, to come home with a flag. So there looks like VeX is really focusing on just having someone to grab the flag and put this into a standoff. I think we got that clear now. Quam bringing it all the way back here by himself. Maybe not a good idea, as Duck Ranger is coming in pretty hot onto him. Duck Ranger trying to get some shots. Quam with minimal health, trying to pass it off, I would hope, to one of his teammates, Alchemy or David Bowie. Guitar Guy trying to sneak in there, but he is taken down. Blitz now holding the flag on their side of the field. So welcome to the second standoff of this map, guys. We have 9 minutes, 26 seconds left. Egocentric is down by 3. Still a game. Still anything can happen. But as the time clocks down,
Bullets is just rabbiting right now. This is weird. Why, like, VeX has this crazy strategy. They're just focused on scoring points, I think. I mean, right now what would make sense for them is just to hold the flag and run out the clock, right? That would be the safe thing to do. Or try and score points with a normal standoff. But, like, Blitz is just rabbiting. I guess Kigabit's come and joined him now, so they have 2 people on D now. Again, I don't know. And
I think VeX is going to love watching this VOD because they love how confused we are at what they're doing.
I think so,
And that's
yeah.
what they just like to do, is just do something out of the book, or not out of the book, just completely new. You're starting to see a lot of Eagle people crash onto Blitz. The flag was returned over here on the Diamond Sword side, so if Blitz is able to stay alive and drop onto the flag stand, which looks like he's going to be able to do so, unless over here Vertical can get the grab. No, he does not. He actually crashed into the pillar, which denied him from doing that. Everybody suicides. Blitz gets the 5th cap for his team. So I'm not surprised to see Vex doing this kind of stuff.
I do like, you know, it does tilt the odds in their favor as long as their strategies are somewhat sound, right? Because they do put the other team off balance. You know, they've clearly practiced this. Scrims are just kind of like working on their timing just as a team, but you know, Vex coming in, or Ego coming into this, hasn't seen this before, and I'm not sure, maybe they just don't know how to react. They haven't had time to think of these strategies, you know? Like keeping someone there to llama or something. There's no time for them to think of that, so.
Well, let's see how they're going to adjust to this, because I see all these cappers coming in, and as I'm saying this, I don't even have time to do some analysis over here on their defense, as Kigabit comes in from a front to back, and he's out pretty clean. As I saw a couple people on the stand, and the sniper was alive. It's just they were just getting distracted by one simple person, and Kigabit's able to grab that. Schwinn, though, is in the middle of the field trying to cut him off. Now Kigabit pretty much stops, like, guys, I'm in trouble. I need help. David Bowie with the grab. Now I'm starting to see Bowie cap. This is like back in the old days. Finally, David Bowie caps. And he's out clean with it, too. With 1,100 health. A little more than 1,100 health. He's in Soldier, so it's in good hands for now. Blitz switching up to a different position as he drops an inventory station. Now he's in Infiltrator, shooting some pistol shots on him. But it looks like Kigabit, even after getting cut off by Schwinn, is able to pass off the Hydroxide. And a couple of Eagle guys are now swarming onto him. The flag's being passed around a little bit over here. David Bowie tries to pass it into Xanther's hand. That's a successful pass, but Tastingham and Duck Ranger is over here to do something about it. The flag is now out of the hands of Xanther. Duck Ranger with the return. Guitar Guy with the flag in his hand. There's only Vertical over here to do something. Is he going to elect to grab the flag or kill the flag carrier? Looks like he's going to try to grab the flag, but he is getting mowed down. And again, he gets blocked by the base. And it looks like he didn't have enough energy to get up.
Well, I don't know about his energy, but just in a heavy outfit, you know, it's a bit harder to maneuver. It may have been that, or it may have just been, you know, he didn't have time to, from when he started jetting, I don't know.
Well, that's when you gotta decide, like, do I have enough energy and time to get the E-grab, or is that a lost cause and I should just go for the Miracle MA with my Spin Fuser?
Yeah. Become like a play of the week, you know?
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible. You can rely on them messing up as well, you know. UBC players miss the flag stand all the time, but you usually don't go for that.
Yeah, not exactly what to rely on. Quam
you hope
is
for
like,
it instead of rely for it. Rely on it, I should say.
I think what this map is coming down to a lot is just timing for Ego. Like, Quam is coming in right now, and it's only Duck Ranger there, and he's got to clear it, and he should be out no problem, right? And so now the pressure's on Vex, but before this, the pressure has always been on Ego.
Yeah, this is a change of pace right now. Guitar Guy's coming in for a route right now, but Vex is able to clear that stand nicely. And there's the Nitrons they need. So Vertical's going to get that return unless Guitar Guy can say no to that, and it looks like he is. He's going to get that pickup, actually. Flag is now bouncing off the stand. Duck Ranger might be able to get that return. No, he misses as Alchemy swoops in. That bouncy flag, guys, it's making the game a little different for people to adapt to. The turret over here is alive, so the generator's up on Ego's side, and that kills one of the Vex guys. Lover over here or Vertical getting the return, so Alchemy might be able to get the second point. He is taken out by Immune, who snipes him out, who was on their side of the field, but there's the pickup by Quam, and maybe the second cap. Yes, the second cap right before Vex or Blitz can say do something about it. So 6-2. You need 4 caps to force into overtime in a matter of 4.5 minutes. I've seen it done, but against Vex, can you do it?
I mean, Vex, it might be easier to do it against Vex than other teams because they will like refuse to destack.
Yeah, but then
even
you
when
have
they're
them
4
going
points
for the flag
ahead
all the time, and you can't cap without the flag being there. So
I think Ego may have started to figure this out a bit. I think they may be like getting there.
Give them 10 more minutes. I would feel confident in them probably coming back. Guitar Guy coming in from the back, and there's the defense they needed. Blitz coming in at the same time, and just a double cap is confusing them. So even though they might know what's going on, the defense is still struggling a bit to deny coordinated cappers, and that's, I mean, Tribes is really about coordinated caps, and you need that kind of communication, and Vex is showing that off very, very, very well. If you guys are new to Tribes, you're starting to see a very nice definition of what Tribes can be about when it comes to team play. Duck Ranger is babysitting this flag, saying, hey guys, I can get this return. Is the flag stands clear? Yes it is. Blitz comes in for the final cap. There it is with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to spare. 7-2 in favor of Vex. Vex won the first map as well. They have 4 points in this series. We're still going to go to a third map, just because we are just playing all of them out. So, who do you expect to have the top kills? Well, look at it. It's the snipers again. And as many cappers as we saw on Vex's side, you still see a lot of frags in the hands of Guitar Guy, Gigabit, Duck Ranger, Blitz even with 13 kills. Tastyham 2 kills, that's fine. He was permanent capper. I think I lost Jim. He got disconnected. Maybe he lost his internet. So I'll carry you guys through. Schwinn was, getting the kills. He had 18 kills on defense, but I tell you, the defense was really struggling over there. I don't know if they could adapt to the coordinated offense that Vex had. That's the story of that map. But let us not forget Schwinn's magical moment of dropping the inventory station on a capper in the middle of the map. The capper wasn't going at a high speed, but he was thrusting forward back to his base. And I amongst all of you guys, was very, very, very surprised to see something like that happen. This is the first game I've casted with inventory station drop, so I'm hoping to see that on Reddit tomorrow, or as early as this evening. So, to confirm that this is the next map, let me make sure. Yes, it is Bella Omega. There is no sandstorm, so we're on Bella Omega NS. This is the third and final map of the night. This is the Pro League. Vex trying to continue on as undefeated on all the maps they play. We have the same teams on the same side, so if you've been following the red team, rooting for the red team, it's the same team. That's Vex. Following the blue team, and you're following the blue team, that's Ego. Only 7 people again, or only 6 people on the red team right now. Maybe they're doing some substitution. Guitar Guy staying in, Blitz is staying in. We're seeing Hydroxide Immune, Tastyham. We are missing Gigabit, who's playing in the last couple of games, so let's see who fills in that last spot. We have Shottingham playing this next map, and Pliff as well on the Ego side. So you see David Bowie dropping along with, I can't think of it right now, but as I mentioned, we have the 7th player joining for the red team, and that is Duck Ranger.
Hello, APC.
Jim, you're back. You had me worried sick.
I had a little bit of internet trouble. I actually thought it was you who disconnected it until I realized that Blitz wasn't just skiing to the back corner of the map intentionally with the flag.
Okay, that's good.
I'm excited. I'm glad to be back for this map, though.
I'm glad to cast this map. This is a map. Have we seen this?
I did watch it last night. I watched this map.
I didn't catch last night's final map, but this is great. This is my first time to see in the Pro League Bella Omega played. Maybe even in the qualifiers. Did we even see it in the qualifiers? We saw a lot of blue shift.
Qualifiers. I think we may have seen it once.
20 seconds until
I'm just, I watched it last night, sort of, but I was busy doing more admin-y things, and so tonight I actually get to, in between those admin-y things, pay attention to what's going on, so...
Yeah, so I
nice.
got your back, Guys, we got 5 seconds till we go live on this beautiful sandy map, high temperatures, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's damn hot in here. I need to take my shirt off. There we go. This is the third and final map, and Gigabit's pointing out that he thinks he's the first one to die to a inventory station in the tournament. So that's 2 Vex players dying to an inventory station in this tournament. Though they're a strong team, they could still die by the most difficult kill in the game, I would say. Alright, so here we are. This map, it could be played a lot different. There is a tunnel system underground that you can elect to bring the flag down there. It's a slow way to bring it home, but sometimes a safer way at first. But we'll see what teams elect to do. But you can also, doing the alphabet in chat right now, we can also see fast routes coming in from the back, and I wouldn't be surprised if, you know it, Tastyham coming in for his routes. Guitar Guy, Hot Rod Ree, too far out to help distract Tastyham as he comes in, but Hydroxide by himself clearing the stand, and Tastyham's going to try to push himself off this rock and make it home by himself. Yeah, it looks like Schwinn's trying to catch up to him, but it's up to the sniper to take him down, and that's Xantha with all 3 of his shots landing nicely with room to spare. So Schwinn is able to babysit this for now, get the call from his team to return it. Blitz over here trying to probably pick this up. He's not going so fast, but he's out. He sniped. Xantha's really on his shots right now. Alchemy with the Nitron. So Ego really stepping up their game to prevent this O stack to really get the flag out. Another pickup by VeX. But another return by Schwinn. So maybe we see a different Ego this map.
Yeah, very nice job of them getting to that flag. Their generator is down while VeX is up. I don't know if that's intentional by VeX or Ego just hasn't set someone else to take it down. But Pliff is actually in Technician, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Ego's gen going up. This is, I believe, Who Legs Wins was doing that last night. They had a player just playing tech and also kind of watching the tunnels to prevent anyone sneaking in.
And did that work in their favor?
Oh, they won. But
so maybe that's what they took notes from last night.
So.
They were probably watching this map, not knowing what to do. I'm only assuming, and saw what they're doing and doing taking the positive things that both teams did, and that might be one of them.
It could be, yeah. It is definitely like a wise strategy. I mean, you're blocking off like what 180 degrees about with those force fields of approach, and then you only have to worry about kind of 2 directions instead of the full 360.
Hey, I think it's valuable.
Yeah.
So Tastyham still the only capper on VeX right now. You see HiRezAPC, Hydroxide, and Guitar Guy on offense trying to clear the stand. Vertical with little to no health. There's the no health taken out by Duck Ranger. Grabbing the flag at a slow speed and pretty much by himself too. Quam's over here, an infiltrator. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's going to try to pick up the flag as soon as he returns it. But Duck Ranger's not going to return it, so Quam's like, alright, I'm going to try to pick this up. But then Quam doesn't have enough energy to stay cloaked, so Duck Ranger instantly returns it. But as we saw Tastyham 20 seconds ago setting up for his route, he is now out and he is fast. Coming home clean. Let's see if Xantha can really land these shots. This is where they need him the most. Schwinn is really far behind, Shottingham trying to catch up to him, but Tastyham's too fast for him. And there's the first cap as he tries to shoot the stand to prevent any kind of infiltrator nonsense. Guitar Guy with a chain grab, and this time he's going to be the first one to bring it down into the tunnel system. Hot Roddery right behind him. So Guitar Guy goes down the first tunnel, goes down the second tunnel, so he doesn't want to go up the middle one. He wants to get as far as he can underground. We do have 2 people over here on Ego waiting for him to come up, so I guess they're going to wait for Hydroxide and HiRezAPC to clear out the top of the tunnels before he pops his head out. HiRezAPC able to take out one of them. Schwinn trying to get some shots on the carrier before he comes up, and now he's taken down, so Guitar Guy is making it home. Guitar Guy turns around, puts a bullet in his face and says, "Get the hell out of my face," and now the flag is dropped out of his hand. I guess it got Nitron by Vertical. Vertical doing a nice job to get that out of his hand, but he dies, and Shottingham with the grab. Now it's Blitz picking up this flag, and he's like, alright, I'm not going down the tunnels, I'm going to take this home and brew. Pliff with the Nitron and bounces right into his hand. Egocentric, you guys are doing a fantastic job so far on defense. Only 1 cap against them, like, I don't know, 6 grabs so far this map.
And Tastyham is on this route crazy high in the air. I guess maybe he figures, you know, Sniper's already so powerful in this map, I may as well just go as high as I can.
Alchemy with a shot in the face, so we're seeing nice shots by both teams. If Alchemy didn't get that shot, that might have been a cap for Tastyham. That was a nice setup route, and that route definitely points you in the direction of your flag for the most part.
Alchemy is kind of a... You don't see him very often, but he is amazing with mid-airs on Kappas coming in. It's just absurd, his consistency with it, so it's nice to see him getting some of those here.
I'm looking at him now. He's just more so trying to spot the capper. He's over all the way like to the front of his flag stand, and he's just now spotting Tastyham, I think. So he's gonna decide to respawn. Vertical trying to get a grab. He had no health when he picked up the flag, and instantly this flag could be returned. But Duck Ranger's just, excuse me, is gonna bounce this into a more favorable spot for them.
And Quam coming in as infiltrator might actually be able to pick it up. Yep.
And yeah. That's probably the right thing to do. You don't want to waste some time, but man, immune with the snipe.
Tried to get to that tunnel and he gets sniped out, yeah. It's, actually, VeX maybe going for a grab here, although I don't see a capper. It's, I don't know. VeX seems to be having more luck as far as clearing than Ego is, but, you know, still pretty even game.
Tasty coming from that back route again, and as you thought someone was going to grab it, it was just them trying to fake the grab and try to get some distracting for Tasty Ham. And look at Tasty Ham with 240 speed and in Soldier and getting that second cap, excuse me, with full health. Instantly, Alchemy trying to get an E-grab, but he is taken down. Blitz grabbing the flag going through the tunnel, so let's see how they can convert this to a point, maybe. Blitz is just getting surrounded by Pliff, Alchemy, Schwinn, Schottingham. He's going to wait for Guitar Guy and Hydroxide. Actually, Blitz might elect to go to the other tunnel and come up. No, the flag just got bounced out of Blitz's hands. What's going on here?
I think he did that. Yeah, he did that intentionally to pass to Hydroxide there. They're kind of like they found a way to stop in the tunnels, and they're kind of using it to their advantage because the other team can't get in.
But there's the disadvantage, is that if you get Nitron anywhere in this tunnel, it's really easy. The splash from the Nitron is pretty high. So, you know, what we saw there was the Nitron landing on the wall of the tunnel going up. And that, even though there was a turret down there and a lot of people, it just, the flag bouncing around was easy enough for Ego to bring that flag back home.
Yeah, we saw some of that last night through the tunnels. I don't remember ever seeing it successfully get home, and I don't think it has this map yet either. It might not be the best strategy, but I think teams are going to keep trying it until they're sure it's not going to work.
If not, it's a way to really throw a team off and try to draw people away from the stand. Maybe wait for the next grab, which we're seeing Vex do this all the time, that when the flag gets returned or capped, there's someone on the stand to get the next grab. So I think it can be used for more than just a way to get the flag home.
Yeah, fair enough. And they have their gen back up. Both teams actually have their gen back up. I guess Vex got theirs up for a Shrike. I don't see a Shrike for Ego, so they maybe just decided. Yeah, Pliff is back in Technician, so they've decided to keep that up. And that is blocking that one route Tasty M is running. And I think he actually had to kill out or something there because they were out of the force field, so. Or maybe he just died.
I'm looking at something interesting right now. I see Guitar Guy with a graph cycle downstairs in Ego's base. He's going to take out the generators for now. But there's a vehicle in the base of Egocentric, so maybe they're going to grab the flag and try to get the flag carrier as far as he can, as fast as he can down the tunnels. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But as Vertical grabs the flag again with minimal help, it's in the middle of the field. Quam might be doing the same exact thing that he did last time. Gets a shot off on Immune. He's going to try to take him out before he gets taken out, but nope. Immune is able to take Quam out holding the flag. So they're going to babysit the flag here. Tasty Ham coming in real fast from the front. And just going to do the route that we saw earlier this map. It's going to take him a while. See if Xanther is able to land the shots that he did last time. Schwinn trying to catch up, but Tasty Ham's too fast for him right now. He is in Soldier. He has 890 health. He has a little bit of escort as well. Tasty Ham's going to have to slow down a little bit to get around that rock, so now he's around 200. Vertical's going to get that grab, but instantly Nitron by Duck Ranger. Blizz's going to try to pick up that flag, but he's denied. So this might be a cap unless Duck Ranger can't get this return in time. Alchemy's now putting some pressure on Tasty Ham. Tasty Ham's using the force field to his advantage because he's the only one that can go through that. Quam's there to get the denial, but no. He was trying to kill the flag carrier instead of getting the E-grab. And that was not the right decision, it seemed like, or just wasn't in the right position, as the third cap is now on the board for Vex. The fourth cap is potentially in Guitar Guy's hands, and we're seeing him go down the tunnel system. So, I mean, I like the idea that you don't pop your head out of the hill until you get confirmation from your team, which it looked like that was the right call right there. Guitar Guy instantly pops his head out. Only Schwinn's there to take him out. Hot Rod Ree is there to help escort, so now Schottingham's trying to converge onto him. But look at all these people pop out of that tunnel. It's like peekaboo, Immune and Hydroxide's here as well for escort. So this looks like this might be a successful tunnel route. Ooh, Alchemy with the Nitron. Never mind. That's going to get returned by Schwinn. And the flag over here on Vex side is just going to be bounced around on their stand.
They're really trying to get that cluster going, but I mean, they don't have any speed going into it. Normally when you're clustering the flag, you're going to have at least like 50. You know, you're going to be going 50 at least, I would say. So kind of hard to just come up and get it. But
they're pulling every trick out of the book right now. There's Blitz with a strike grab, and this is going to be an easy cap for them. He didn't kill the strike though, so Schottingham was able to pick up that strike, but he gets killed, or Nitron on the stand. So yeah, you're seeing tunnel routes by Vex, you're seeing strike grabs, front grabs, side grabs, just a mixture of everything again.
Yeah, and I think I think both teams are still just experimenting on this map, and I think VeX was experimenting on Tartarus and Kata as well. They're just trying to, you know, find a strategy that's going to work really well.
I'm going to cut you off real quick, Jim. Let's take a look at the strike right now. What do you see?
This? What?
We see Duck Ranger getting taken around by Blitz, and now we see vice versa. Blitz being taken around by Duck Ranger, and Blitz was in Raider, in Shield, and he's able to grab the flag. He's not going very fast, but that was something else.
I don't know. That looked like a Shrike grab in a way of like automatically having your Shrike right away after you do it, but I don't know.
Oh, esports! Quam getting the pass by Vertical over here. They were both wearing the soldier skin too, so not only was it a nice esport pass, but it was doing it in style, and a new style too, as the soldier skin just came out a couple days ago. The flag now, Ego's flag is now out in the field. Shotting him might be able to get the return. Yes, he gets that return. So we saw two different types of esports there. We saw one with a vehicle transport, which is a little silly.
I'm impressed. Have you ever tried to ride a Shrike? Like
It's
on
hard.
top? It's not easy. Yeah.
You randomly get tossed off at times, it seems like, but they seem to got that down.
Yeah, it looks like they've been practicing it.
Here's a grav cycle cap now. We did see a change in the grav cycle a bit. You can't exploit it as much as you were able to, but you could still get the momentum from the grav cycle. That was Hydroxide coming out of Guitar Guy's grav cycle. And he was denied, though. He was denied on Egocentrics. So there's something new for you. Two new plays right there, back to back by VeX.
Are we seeing the new meta here, APC?
They're trying to define some kind of meta. They're just trying to show that they could do whatever they want and still win.
They might be, yeah, could be.
But Tasty Ham, you know, still doing his thing. Like, they still have reliable running routes at all times, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, you know, he is consistent and he is fast. So.
They don't call him reliable for nothing, Jim.
I think you just made that up.
No, they call him that all the time. You're not in touch with the community.
Oh, okay. I'm not in touch with the community. I see.
Yeah. Well, now you know, and that's half the battle.
Yeah, there you go. I still don't believe you, but anyways. Moving on.
Alright, 11 minutes 45. Yeah, 11 minutes 45 seconds. 4 caps for VeX, the red team. 0 caps for Ego. VeX won the first 2 maps. So
of all the maps, I would have expected Ego to be the strongest on this because it is a map that seems like it would be fairly D heavy, you know.
Yeah, but you can tell VeX has really played this map, at least practice it a bit. Tasty him at least knows what he's doing.
Well, Tasty him, I think, just spends hours practicing routes, so.
Yeah, he's recently upset with the patch with how the rock bouncing's different. But enough talking about him, as Quam's able to pick up the flag, get it to maybe midfield. Vertical's trying to pick that up there, but doesn't get too far. The flag is actually returned back to the VeX base. Tasty him with a nice grab, but he has, what, 249 health, so a couple chain will take him down, one easy snipe will take him down. Actually, one snipe there, connected, but must not have been full charge at all, as it only took down about 250 health. So 134 health left. Shottingham with the chain rifle, the assault rifle, chaining him down. Trying to pass the flag off to the strike pilot. No cigar. But Blitz is there to pick up the flag. Oh, he misses it. So Blitz, tap number 2 to get the flag. He's going to maybe try to jump back into that graph cycle. I don't know.
There's just vehicles everywhere on this map right now.
You're allowed to have him, so why not? Pliff trying to chain down the Blitz, but Blitz is actually getting away with that. Here is Schwinn with the flag, and he's actually going to stay down in the tunnel system for whatever reason that may be.
Yeah, I think maybe he's just waiting for his team. Oh no, there, he's gone into the tunnel, so he's zooming along now.
Yeah, he's going back and forth in them. Maybe he's trying to pass it off to a teammate, trying to buy some time. They know Blitz has it successfully at their side. Well, why though?
No clue. Oh, Vertical picked it up out of the tunnel, okay.
Is he clear to come out is the question. Looks like the flag got Nitron or passed forward to Pliff again. Vertical's here to help him out, but he doesn't have much health. Tasty Ham right there with the Nitron, and that Nitron pushed the flag straight back at him and instantly gets the return. Shottingham with the E-grab though, there you are. There you should be in this type of situation. I don't think you should expect much coming out of those tunnels, as we tried to point out earlier.
It's I'm still not convinced this is a wise strategy, but maybe, you know, at least it definitely buys you time. if it doesn't, you know, get the flag home. So
If anything, yeah.
in this situation, it's not that bad of a plan for Ego to be kind of trying to doing it, and they're actually more successful than any attempt this map right now.
Well, I like how teams are still trying to do it, and you might be right. Maybe the tunnel system is just like something people need to realize. There is no successful way to get home. I mean, there is, but the chances are low. You're just better off just allowing it home on the upper grounds. I don't know. I think it's a situational thing, but we haven't seen anything successful yet in that regard. Though we do see Ego with a flag on their side of the field. But as I say that, the flag got returned for Blood Eagle, so Blitz is now going to march his way home as Quam picks up the flag. And you know what? You know, this gives him time to get the flag home. He knows that there's a lot of people around the base, so he's like, I have nowhere else to go. I'm going to go down the toilet, as I originally called it. But the flag is now in Vex's control. They're going to return it at any time. So Tasty Ham's going to march his way home. Nice and easy. Even though he dead stops on the box, he's able to thrust forward a little bit more and get the 5th cap on the board. Guys, it's 8 minutes. And there is 8 minutes and 10 seconds left.
5 points.
5-point
for
difference.
Vex, eh? Not where you want to be for Ego right now. Vex, if they win this, definitely has a spot in the Pro League, has a good shot at getting the top spot for their group in the Pro League. And, I mean, the more maps Ego can win right now, the better chances they have of going on. They only have 2 points right now, and it'll be between Dim and Puppies of 0 for that final Pro League spot, so pressure is definitely on for Ego to at least get some points here, and it doesn't look like they're going to, so
yeah, and
can't imagine they're happy.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on Ego's side. Now one's pushing forward, that's Quam, but I don't know why they're playing so D heavy right now. I mean, you do have some time to get some caps, and it's not, you know, all hope isn't lost. But I would think you'd want to try to move the flag a little bit more, or at least help your capper get out. It looks like they're relying more on getting the flag through the tunnel system. A quick grab over here by Tasty Ham, but he suicides out. Guitar Guy's going to try to pick that up, but the strike's there to bounce him away from it.
You know,
But yeah, I'm surprised.
we saw for at least a month, Vex just dominated every team with their offense strategy when they took the #1 spot on TWL, and no one really did anything to counter it, in my opinion, you know? No one tried it against them. No one tried to do the same thing, and which was obviously a good strategy at the time. So I don't know. I think it's just you know, Vex is a team that innovates, and so often it turns out really, really good for them.
Yeah.
And no other team tries to do that. You know, every team just tries to stick with the same strategies. So.
And it encouraged a lot of people to start throwing more defense or more offense, because they originally started off with an offensive push. We're starting to see a little lull in the action right now. Here's Quam with a nice successful grab. He was out with all of his health, but now he's down to half of his health. He's getting sniped at. Hot Rod Ree is not really that close to him. He's able to get somewhere with a flag, but instantly the flag's dropped. Vertical's going to try to pick up that flag, but nope. Hot Rod Ree is able to get that return. So the Eagle almost got the flag halfway home. But yeah, we have a little lull in the action. I don't know what that may be. Is it the lack of offense? Is it all this vehicle play that Vex is trying to flirt with right now? We see a grab cycle and strike in the game right now. Blitz is going to try to do a grab or some kind of distract here on the stand as Tasty Ham. There he is. So he was hopping out of the grab cycle to do some kind of distract. Tasty Ham comes in from the front, bounces off that rock, and he's coming home at a decent speed, 273. He is in Soldier, getting sniped at, but no shots are connecting. 462 health is what he has remaining. Vertical going to try to cut him off. Quam's over there, waiting to get an E-grab, and there he is with Scrambler. He's going to take out the turret and just go straight down the toilet. Hot Rod with a nice Nitron on him, but Tasty Ham, the flag's dropping out of the sky. Blitz is able to pick that up. Vertical is picking up the flag now with a lot of health, so this might be the first standoff. If this strike's not able to do anything, I think Vertical is safely home. That strike is right on his tail, and oh, is he wearing safe fall in order for him to not die from that ram? He only has 287 health. Guitar Guy's getting some shots on him. The strike's still taking some shots on him. Nice little pass to Schwinn. Schwinn gets knocked out by that strike. That strike actually got a double kill there, and that's gonna pretty much convert another point for Vex as Guitar Guy gets the return. Blitz again, trying to get that cap. No! Denied by Alchemy as Quam gets the E-grab. So even though it looked like it might have been the first standoff, Ego loses the flag, but also gets the return and gets the flag in their hand. So a lot of flag movement there. That strike play was beautiful. You saw him hunting down. You want the Jaws theme song right behind, playing for the last 5 seconds of seeing him.
Yeah, Quam taking this through the tunnel again. I'm not sure that's wise, but that trike. Schwinn had a grab cycle. I don't know if he was trying to get like vertical to hop on his grab cycle or what, but that was strange. He did almost take out the strike with it. Just shooting at the strike with the grab cycle. So I don't see a whole lot of offense for Ego. I think that might be part of their problem. They're trying to like.
That's what I'm seeing
run
too.
Heavy defense against this, or it's either that or their offense just isn't synced up. And I mean, you know, at a certain point, you got to say to yourself, "Hey, this isn't working." You know.
But hold on a second. I mean, we saw them try to take it through the tunnels, but they still have the flag in their hand. But as I say, that Pliff dies to Hot Rod Ree. No, he gets sniped out by Immune, and Hot Rod Ree's there to chase him down and get that flag return. But you're absolutely right, Jim. It seems like even to this point, there's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. You're down by 5 caps, and you still have 4 people on defense. I don't know if they're just taking the loss and just trying to capitalize from their initial plan and see if they can stiffen up a bit. But I think relying on just 3 offense is not a smart idea. Vertical though, with a full health grab, and he's still full health coming home. Tasty Ham though coming in from a back to front. So now we will see the first standoff after, what, 23 minutes, 22 minutes of the game?
Yeah, but with 2 minutes, 45 seconds left, I mean, I think, especially being in a standoff, this is pretty much it. I mean, if VeX wanted to, they could just take that flag in their base and win the game. They are going to hold it out, so...
Yeah.
Good of them, I guess.
Now I'd be extra surprised if Ego tries to play heavy defense, which that looks like what they're doing. The same 4 people on defense and just relying on 3 people to get the return. And you would think VeX would play more defense, but they're just like, yeah, we have nothing to lose. We have a 5-point spread.
Yeah. I think, well, first of all, there is an incentive for VeX to score as many points as possible, because right now, they are in the running with Mono for that #1 seed. And if it comes down to a tiebreaker, if VeX has scored more points and given up less points, they are going to take that first spot. So there's definitely incentive for them to win this by as many points as possible.
Now, you're still seeing a lot of weird plays here. Blitz coming off his grab cycle to try to get that return. Schwinn is easily taken down, and there's the return by Blitz. So yeah, this might be the 6th cap unless Pliff or Quam could do something in a matter of a second. Pliff might be able to get something done here as Hot Rod Ree has pretty much no health left. Hot Rod Ree, what are you doing? You're just dancing around the flag stand. Tasty Ham's able to get that pickup in cap. I was really nervous. I thought Shottingham was actually going to get that return. I don't know if they're taking it as serious they maybe should, because as you mentioned, these caps do matter, and they are in the running with MME. Duck Ranger able to get the grab off the stand now, getting chased down by 3 of the Ego members, actually 4 of the guys. Hydroxide and Blitz trying to do something about it, but this might be safe to say that Ego has more control on this flag than VeX does. Shottingham coming in and getting that return. Hydroxide's the only one left. He's going to die soon. Tasty Ham still running routes. He's like a bot. He just respawns, runs a route, grabs the flag, misses the flag, gets a cap, whatever it is, and starts all over again.
Yeah, and you know, they're letting him do it. I mean, I really would have liked to see Ego about 10 to 15 minutes into the map just say, you know what, screw it. We don't have a single point, and just go all offense.
Well, guys, we have 20 seconds left. It's 6-0. I don't think we're going to see a cap out as Guitar Guy tried to take it through the tunnels, and then Blitz trying to help it out. But there's all the 2 Ego guys swarming around that end tunnel, and further proving that this tunnel system is not the easiest thing to get the flag back home. We are down to 5 seconds, and there you guys have it. VeX taking all 3 maps pretty convincingly, too. Tartarus being the exception, as that was a 4-3 matchup. Ego showed to be pretty damn strong on Tartarus. I thought, they were stronger than VeX in that first map. But going into Kata in this map, they really didn't have that defense to stop the multiple caps on Kata, at least. I would love to watch that VOD again, actually, because VeX really threw something interesting there. And not only do I want to watch the VOD for that, but I also want to see that goddamn kill again by Schwinn. The highlight of the night, and I'll say it again, maybe the highlight of the tournament. Yeah, that was insane. I think the score for the Kata was 7-2, Jim. I could be wrong. There was 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining when they finished. 7-2, I think, is the score. But good games all around, guys. I don't know if we're going to have captains or captain coming in or interviews. We do have Immune in here. Man, Immune loves to be on the mic today. He got the behind the blue plate airtime. Now he's trying to get some airtime now. Immune,
Hello,
you just loving esports
trying to get that
right now?
E-fame, dude. Trying to get that E-fame, yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know, and it's well deserved. Well done today.
Oh, thank you, dude. Did you enjoy Bella?
Bella, I did enjoy, but I think I enjoyed watching you guys and your nonsense. I don't even know if I should call it nonsense.
God. I didn't even see that. I only got like a glimpse of it, but I kind of want to look at the VOD and see what happened there. You're talking about the strike stuff, right?
Well, no, we did see that. That was interesting. I'm more talking about like Kata, where you guys were running 5 cappers. Is that something you knew that you guys are trying?
I think we wanted to try, like, we wanted to just throw out a whole bunch of different shit, see what works, I guess.
Yeah, we certainly saw that on every single map, but Kata was something that I'm just like trying to keep up with you guys the whole time. But we're just like, you know what? Vex is gonna watch this VOD and be like, we did exactly what we wanted everybody to see, which is confuse the hell out of them.
Yeah, we knew that you and Jim were here and wanted to give you like a really hard time.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw. How about that kill? Who got killed by that inventory station?
Oh, that was Kiga.
That was Kiga.
We were like, let's just forfeit right there. They deserve the win after that.
That
That was kind of crazy.
Amazing. That was cool. I was going nuts.
Did you guys actually get that, like, on the cam?
I don't know if it was directly on cam, as CustomPunk here is running the camera.
It was. I was watching that because I was sitting them up, and it was on there. It was perfect.
Cool.
That's cool.
Well, if any of the Eagle guys are listening right now, I would love to have one of you guys come in here. But otherwise, I think all went according to plan for you guys. Tartarus was a little rough. I did not see. Actually, to go back to that, you guys, I'm gonna safely say you did not play Tartarus that well. The offense was not synced at all. Tastian was trying to run cowboy caps, and so was Kigabit at times. Hot Rod, I don't know what you were doing half the time, and Pathfinder in the back of the base, but that map looked.
Can I respond to that or something, bro? What's up?
Yeah, go ahead. Rebuttal.
I'll respond
Prove
to it.
yourself.
It's Tartarus. There you go.
No, Tartarus is fine. We just we
Tasty's
lost
the only one sparing
Blitz.
enough to practice Tartarus.
Yeah, we lost like one of our dudes like mid game, and then we had to bring in another dude that was super, ping owned. Fucking what's his name? Thomas. Sorry, Jesus, I have bad vocabulary.
Yeah, that's right, Thomas.
Hello, APC. I'm back.
But yeah, he had like
for coming back,
150 ping, and Blitz had to restart mid game because his keyboard, something happened. I don't know. It locked up.
Yeah, well, it was sloppy nonetheless.
It was.
Ego, I would say, out of performance-wise, Ego should have won that, but you guys did have that one cap above him. So, I mean, scores don't lie. David Bowie, thanks for joining us. He's representing Egocentric. How did you feel about what Vex was throwing at you, especially on Catabatic with 5 cappers, more than half the map?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, we know that Vex likes the heavy O. We know that on Kata they often run 3 cappers, but I think that was more cappers than we'd ever seen. And I know our D was basically saying that, they were getting a spot on like, 1 or 2 of them, and then like some other guy would just come barreling through that nobody would see. I was on offense most of the game, so I didn't know exactly what was happening, but maybe Xanther can shed more light on that.
All I have to say is on one of the cats, I saw 4 people, or at least 3 people, all in line for a back to front. I swear to God, it was like the Blue Angels coming in, about to dump on my face. And then I think it was Blitz who then just cut across my vision and got out on a tower route. So it was difficult. I actually had to switch to the phase rifle and just sit on the stand and try to shoot whoever I saw coming in, as opposed to what I like to do, which is focus on the capper and shoot him out when he's much further. But
it's hard to counter that, you do get scared.
It was difficult, but our team pulled it together a lot better towards the end. We
noticed that too.
Schwinn being more on stand, whenever the cap is only going to be able to spot like 5 seconds out, you get nitrons on the stand. And that started doing us a lot better.
That certainly showed too. I even said, like, when there was 4 minutes left, I was like, I don't know, Ego's not really getting themselves together on defense, but, as a couple minutes passed, I'm like, you know what, if you give him 10 more minutes, you could probably see him get a few more caps on the board. I was really loving what they were doing though. They left the flag stand open. I think a suggestion in that case is that if you know that they're running 5 cappers, just have someone in Pathfinder underneath the enemy base and just being like, okay, everybody left their base, because half the time there's no one there. Maybe one person respawning in the middle of a cap route. There's usually Duck Ranger to help out and solo D. Just get someone in thrust pack and just jet forward as far as it can.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was 5 cappers. Like I said, the most I really recognized was 4 on that one play, but it did feel like 3 cappers for anything after the first 5 minutes, the last 20 minutes or whatever it was. It was just shooting gallery. Too many people to pay attention to.
Yeah, it'll certainly be a good VOD to watch, I think, for both teams. I think a lot of people 4-0, 3D, or there's a D stack going on. It was exciting to watch nonetheless. Despite the scores, it was just something to watch the whole time, which is always a pleasure, especially when you get front page status.
Okay, so did I miss you asking about this crazy 5 capper VeX strategy on Kata?
Yes, Jim. That's a whole event.
Jim, we've been talking about that for 10 minutes now.
Yeah, don't
Can
mind
you please
all
leave,
these
Jim?
Canadians.
Okay.
We're just trying to eat over here.
Regarding crazy VeX strategies, Blitz and Duck Ranger, can you confirm if they're trying to bring in a strike surfing meta?
I saw that, and I actually shot Duck off, I think, at least once on Bella Omega. It was really funny watching Duck Ranger just sit on top of the Shrike and repair it while he just kind of coasted throughout the map.
Yeah, that
Oh my
was
god,
funny.
that's what they were doing?
Yeah, and
Couldn't use the
Immune.
comms because they were just going crazy on him talking, and we just couldn't call anything.
And I just want to interject, saying that Immune really played Bella far, far better than I did. I was essentially a non-player. I didn't really spot TC. My Hoff Alchemy spotted him probably twice as often as I ever did. And then, even with that, I was AFK. Mentally, I was just not there.
From the very beginning, though, it looked like you were on top of your game. Like, we saw Tacey come in from a left to right, and you landed all your shots, got the kill. Schwinn had it. I was like, you know what? This might be Xanther's game. I did say that. I was like, he was on top of that first kill, and his shots were on. So, way to make me look like an ass. But Tasty was just playing like a bot. He just respawns, runs routes, grabs the flag. If not, respawn, runs a route. His routes aren't, half-assed. It's got to be annoying. It doesn't matter if he has clear or not. Half the time, he could just clear with those soldier grenades.
Yeah, it's not as bad as proxies when they were in. The frag grenades allow the defenders to actually body block far better than they used to be able to. And so that was a cool change. That's what I like about these tournament rules.
Well, I was happy to see Bella Omega played. Tartarus, I know a lot of people don't like the map. I know it's really hard for my team, MIA. It's probably the map we suck the most at. I hate chasing it. I don't know the routes to look out for, and once someone's out, they're out. So it was a difficult map, but Ego, I'm gonna say that was the most positive thing, probably the best map you guys played by far. And I'm surprised after the performance you put that you lost it, but it was close through the whole thing. Quam coming in at the last minute, I was like, oh man, it's a shame. Ego seems like they're gonna lose this one. But with a minute left, 45 seconds left, you had the flag on your end, and you could have put it into overtime. But I think Hot Rod Redick was able to get that return to put the nail in the coffin.
Oh yeah, Hot Rod did a fantastic job of just sitting on my face on Bella Omega. I think I spawned 4 times just with him on me, and I just get mid-aired and then one chained.
Think you're cute, bro.
Well, that's the second week for you guys in the Pro League. What are you looking at for the rest?
We got puppy kisses for the last week,
How do you feel about that?
Well, they're no trifling team. They had very good games versus VeX in this tourney. And in scrims, they've always been actually kind of getting stronger and stronger the more we play them. Alcohol's gotten really dirty at sniping, and they're a very solid team. So we're not looking past them at all.
Of course, you do have a 2-point advantage going into that match. Whoever comes out on top afterwards will win that final spot in the Pro League. Are you concerned at all?
I mean,
That-
yeah. I mean, it's not like I said, we know that we could definitely still give that game up. It's not like a lock by any means. Puppy Kisses has gotten really good, and we're still kind of in transition with our roster, with trying to get our defense sorted out right now, moving Xanther from chaser to sniper. So we're kind of a little below full strength right now. So it's definitely gonna be a good game, and people should come watch it.
On the other end, VeX is going up against Two Legs Wins next week. Now, what I'm curious, and I said this at the end of the match, you guys are in running with mono now. I mean, there are other teams that could earn that spot, but it's most likely it's going to come down to VeX and mono for that top seed in the tournament. Of course, it's kind of what you want going into any tournament, that number one seed. Do you think you're going to be able to 6-0 Who Legs Wins? Or win, sorry, not 6-0, win 3 maps against them? Or is that going to be a closer game?
I think it'll be close, but we could definitely do it. We've done it before. In scrims, we've had some close games with them recently, but we've also had some ones that we've ran away with. But they're practicing hard, and hopefully we can keep practicing, and we'll see what happens. It should be
Do we know
close.
the maps?
Yes,
think so.
I can tell you the maps if you give me 1 second here. You will be playing Dangerous Crossing, Dry Dock, and Blue Shift.
A little nervous about the Blue Shift one, but I think we'll be okay on the other two.
Yeah, I like the first 2 maps. The third one is going to be tricky, but
It's tough
that's what
playing
practice is
Euros
for.
on new maps because they're just so ahead of the meta and stuff. So
Well, we will see kind of what position you sit in compared to actually 5150, not mono anymore. But we'll see after their game tomorrow. They go up against Envy, and you guys, I'm sure, are quite happy to know you have now earned yourself a spot in the ProLeague.
just about.
What seed you'll end up with is still to be determined, but
Do you mean the next one?
you have earned that
or-
spot.
The playoffs, man, where the money
Playoffs.
matters.
Yeah,
okay.
you will be in the playoffs.
Dude, you
Of
about
course,
to get some
seedings to be
esport
decided,
dollars.
but
Dude, I'm ready.
you have managed to earn yourself that spot, so that's definitely
Nice.
something to be excited
good.
about. Currently leading, but of course Mono hasn't played their game yet, so we'll see how you're doing after that. And they go up against Epidemic tomorrow, so you never know.
Well, I
let me ask
highly
you this.
suggest both teams to watch the VODs tonight. Learn something, finish some strategies that maybe you started tonight or something. Because I saw some strong points and some weak points. All right, enough of that cheesy shit. You guys want to put some final thoughts and shout-outs?
Just GG's to Vex. Always have good games with you guys, and pretty good spirit and all that. So fun playing.
I want to say thank you, Immune, for the very excellent crunching that I had received.
Yeah, anytime, dude.
Yeah, man. I was sitting there pretty hungry, and you
Yeah,
obliged.
you were munching for it, dude. You got it. I would like to do a shout out to Tao. Please IL pound Tao for our iPad giveaway. Shout out to Derpies and to Nub and everyone on Vex.
Wow.
Wow, Jim.
Your birthday's on the 20th, right,
Rude.
Indian?
Yes.
It is.
All right, so you got a match the day after your
7
birthday. You
days,
better
yeah.
not be
Do
too
I?
hungover.
Oh man,
Yeah, Mune,
I'm
you better
excited.
take it easy.
man,
Um,
I would try.
Hot Rod?
Yeah, I would like to give a shout out to Puppy Kisses. You're my favorite team that we scrim against. Also like to give a shout out to Shelly Kelly, my best friend that's watching, and then I would also like to give a shout out to Immune because I think he should be a primary member of Behind the Blue Plate here going forward.
All right. Well,
Nothing for Kate?
Yeah, and let me give another shout out for Kate. I heard she's making a couple new maps. She said one is going to put some lava in it or something. She might name it after me, but
There
let's
is.
see.
Yeah,
See?
this map that she's working on has a lot of potential, I think.
maybe put like a
For various reasons. I don't think there's gonna be any kind of like curveballs where it's like, oh,
Well-
we're gonna try a new mechanic or anything. Like some people get upset with that. She likes to consider it a Kata meets an Arcs.
Maybe
I think you'll know
we'll,
exactly what we mean when you see it.
Maybe we'll have a map to replace Tartarus in Season 3. What do you think?
Maybe maps.
All right. Oh, that would be nice. Anyways, tomorrow night, Team 5150, formerly known as Monomaniacs, up against Epidemic at 10 p.m. on this channel. Very exciting match. I believe, did Epidemic beat Mono, or was that Vex on TWO?
Epidemic took one
seriously
map
don't
off of
remember.
them, but they lost the series.
Okay, so Epidemic has at least shown they're capable of taking maps off. 5150, we'll see if they're capable of doing more tomorrow night. They are sitting fairly low at only 3 points, and so that will give them a nice leg up against Envy when they do go up against them. When they do go up against them next week. Of course, next week is the final week of NATL. Monday to Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and then we will go into the playoffs. Or sorry, I should say the final week of the season.
Oh boy. Well, that's exciting. Go to natribes.com to find out more about it. If you guys are just tuning in and loving what you see, I am HiRezAPC, the community manager of this goddamn game. Shout out to all the Tribes players and the supporters. I want to be this game without you guys. I need you here. But yeah, it was fun casting with you guys, and I will be here next Wednesday to cast. And tomorrow will be done by the DodgePong production, the ever so lovely Freaky. So be sure to tune in again at 10 p.m. EDT, 7 p.m. Pacific. Jim, thank you for casting with me. And I am out of here. Good night.